outer edges of Death Valley lays a town named Bonnie Claire. Now, Bonnie Claire, like a lot of the other towns in the Old West, experienced a lot of prosperity, but also some poverty. Now, this town went from boom to bust. We're headed there now, so stick around. You're going to enjoy this. Welcome back to Beers and Frontiers. Now, Bonnie Claire, it's a ghost town. It's in Nye County. It's actually on the outskirts of Death Valley. It's not too far off the main road. This town kind of came into prominence or existence in about 1906, and that's kind of where they discovered, the silver. And we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a walk around and see what we can find. Now, I'm inside one of the structures, one of the old homes that's still out here in Bonnie Claire. So let's take a closer look around, and I'm going to give you a good view of this place. So just hang tight. So this looks like it's, when you come out here in the west, in Nevada, you're going to run into like a lot of these cabins. And this is what they call, actually this is called the House of Quotes. So some people have actually been out here to kind of spend some time. It says, stay faithful, don't trip over what's behind you, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. I know I always say it's kind of cool, but kind of is. I always wind up saying that. But let's see what else. Don't pet a burning dog. Yeah, I guess not. So, all right. Somebody left a rocking chair there. You can kind of come in there. Got like a little bench. And if you got the kids, some coloring book. Now it's 100 degrees out here today, so I'm actually inside this cabin, and it is nice. So, okay, what do we got here? All right, that's cool. And like it says, after it all, you still have you. All right. That is good stuff. Now, because of this town's proximity to Tonopah and Las Vegas Railroad, it really helped this town prosper and do well. And it really did well as far as gold for several years. But then, as like other towns, just the mines run dry, man. But then for a while, it was running as a good stopping point between here and Scotty's Castle. So, which isn't too far away. I think it's about 40, 50 miles down the road. This is what they call the House of Quotes. Where to stop. Now, in about 1914, actually by then the mines had played out, and the town kind of went bust, and just kind of disappeared, and people moved on. Now that kind of reminds me of this story real quickly. I was back in the day when I was recruiting for the military, I was in a small town outside of Baton Rouge, out there in the bayou. And I was watching a presentation from another recruiter, and he was talking to the students about, the benefits of being in the military. And one of the kids said, "Hey, that'd be great if I could be in the military. I wouldn't have to be on welfare." And some other kids were saying the same thing. "Hey, same for me." And we kind of just asked everybody, like, how many are on welfare? And it turned out like most of the kids were on welfare. And I wondered why that was. And they said that because of the mill closed and nobody had a job. So everybody on the town was on welfare. A lot of people on the town were on welfare. So it kind of got me thinking, in the Old West, when the mills and the mines dried up, people packed up and left because there was no government check coming. So they moved on. But they don't do that anymore. The government sends you a check. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing. Let me know in the comments what you think about that little story of mine. Little antidote or whatever you call it. All right, let's see what else is going on. And there's a mill right nearby. We're going to take a look at the mill. So hang around for that. And let's just poke around here a little bit longer and see what I can come up with. At its peak, Bonnie Claire, I think it was at about 250 people. But in 1931, the post office closed. So, you know what I say about that if you watch my videos in the past, that once the post office is closed, it is now a bona fide ghost town. And this is. I mean, there's nobody left, zero population. All that's left is a few structures. There's a mill, we're going over there in a minute, and some houses. There's the mill. We're getting close to it. We're going to walk and get a closer look on that. We're just kind of approaching the town itself. Bonnie Claire. A couple of homes that are still standing. It looks like there might have been a house over here. So we kind of made it over to where the mill is at. There's a few more structures. I want to take a look inside. So I think I see a building here. Let's get up on that. In a lot of these Nevada mining towns, they built a lot of these structures full of stone. And these are the ones that are sticking around. These are the ones that last. The ones that are made of wood, they've all but collapsed, unless they've had some sort of preservation done to them, like by the state or the federal government. They fall into the ground by now, and vandals too. But yeah, I wonder what this used to be. Maybe it was some sort of canteen or some cantina. The guys who worked the mines and the mill, and they'd come out here and they spend their evenings in here. You know, back in 1906, this was the hot spot, man. Bonnie Claire, Nevada. Careful. But as you can see, the roof was made out of wood and it's collapsed, but the foundation and the walls are stone. And they're still standing. This may have been somebody's home over 100 years ago. All right, what is this? Let's get inside. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, the roof's still standing, as you can see there, and I don't know what this would have been. It's a little cooler in here than it is outside. I don't know. Now here is a close-up of the old mill. You can see how it goes all the way up there. All right, see if we can get up underneath here. See if we can see some of this equipment. Those are the sounds of the Old West. The ghosts of the mines. So Bonnie Claire, it's not really hard to get to. It's about 35 miles north of a town called Beatty, Nevada, and it's not too hard to get to from the road. It's kind of worth the stop. It's kind of worth the kind of poke around if you're interested in, you know, old mines, old mills, old ghost towns. It's kind of cool. Or not, you can just watch my channel. I cover all these ghost towns. There's so many of them in Nevada. I've already hit a bunch. I actually have a list that they call the Ghost Town Collection. It's on the channel. If you just want to go to that, you can just check out all the ghost towns I've been to. So, but anyway, this is a treat, man. I'm enjoying it. Hope you are. If so, hit the button, man. Like it. All right. Let's do a little bit more poking around, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. All right. Here we go. I got to be careful walking around here. I mean, we are, like I said, miles from the town or an emergency room. If we step on the wrong place or we don't pay attention to what we're doing, or if they get bit by a snake, you know, you don't want to have that happen. Like I've said before, snake bite will ruin your day. That, I don't know what that is. I don't think that's the entrance to the mine. The mines are up higher in the hills, up there. So this is just the mill, and you can see the top of the hill there, where the stuff would come down into the mill or the processing, where the money's made. There's gold in them North Hills, that's what they say. So that's all we have for you on this installment of Beers and Frontiers. Hope you enjoyed our venture out here to Bonnie Claire, Nevada. Hope you come back and see us again next time. But for now, cheers from Beers and Frontiers.